Every time you change your signer, you rewrite your whole backend. Local key pair works great. Then your boss comes in and says, hey, we should use HashiCorp Vault. You rewrite your backend. Then AWS Key Management System. You rewrite. Then the users want Privy. You rewrite. Different APIs, different authentication, different errors everywhere. And somehow your signing becomes the hardest part of your backend. Solana Keychain fixes this. One interface, and with just one line of code you add Vault, AWS, Privy, Turnkey, Fireblocks, CDP, DFNS, Para, Crossman, and more. So you write your signing code once and swap the backend in a single line of config change. It's built by the Solana Foundation, audited by accretion, and production ready. So let me show you how it works. The whole magic basically comes down to this little interface here, Solana Signer. Address, sign message, sign transaction, and is available. And this is actually compatible with Solana Signers and Solana Kit. So what you can just do is you create a new signer, and then you just use the normal Kit flow you already know. Sign transaction with signers. You put in your signer and you can send your transaction. And the nice thing is actually they're exactly same in Rust. So for example, here I create a new AWS signer and I just use signer.signMessage to sign my transaction. And then this allows you already to use all these different backend architectures here. So let's try it out in action. So I bet you don't believe me how easy it actually is. So let me show you. So this is how you would probably normally send a transaction. You connect to DevNet or mainnet, then you load a key pair from your environment variables or just from your local machine, and you create a signer. Then you create the transaction, and then you call sign message with signers and you send it. So let me run this, and here we can see now, okay, I sent a transaction and I have a little memo in here. So now we're gonna use Privy. So in Privy, what we now do, we just create a Privy signer. So I go here to the dashboard, I create an app ID and an app secret, and the rest of the code just stays exactly the same. So let me run this now. We can see it's doing exactly the same code, but now I have actually used a Privy signer. So remember this address here that we just saw in the Privy dashboard, 7CWB. It's actually this wallet here that now signed our transaction. And all we did is we changed these few lines of code. So the cool thing about this is actually that the signer of this address we just used to send our Privy transaction here just lives in Privy. So we are just sending our transaction to Privy. It gets signed and we just get the signature back. So it doesn't really, the key pair never touches our backend. So it doesn't matter if it now lives in AWS or in GCP or whatever, but we can just use the exactly same code to send our transactions, and the key pair lives in whatever secure place. And if this is even still too hard for you, what you can also do, you can use this Unified Keychain signer here, and then you can completely abstract your signing away, and you just have a function where you put in the Solana signer, and then here you can just switch out your backends directly in line in the backend. So you can just say, this is the Privy signer, then we have AWS, GCP, and then in your backend, I don't know, you maybe just have a switch case or a config or whatever signer you want to use. So this is extremely convenient. And for everyone who doesn't like JavaScript, the same thing works also in Rust. So here I'm using the memory signer from Solana Keychain to create a signer. And then I just call signer.signTransaction. And now let me run this. So here we can see, now I did the same thing using Rust. And here, GM from Solana Keychain Rust. And yeah, I can now also in Rust just exchange my signers, and I can also compile only exactly the ones that I need. For example, here in this case, memory and vault. So yeah, you can also use it in Rust. Let me give you maybe a little cheat sheet. So when you get started and just for local development and so on, you would maybe just start with the memory signer. Then if you're an enterprise, you might probably want to use the HashiCorp Vaults. Then for embedded wallets, you could use Privy, Para, or Crossmint. Then for cloud native, you could use AWS or GCP. Then for non-custodial, you could use Turnkey. And if you're an institution, you would probably want to use Fireblocks maybe. But whatever fits you best, you can very easily change it later with just one line of config. And you never need to touch your actually signing code. You just replace the signer. And yeah, so you can just get started by installing one of these packages, and you're ready to go. That's Solana Keychain. One interface and every major signing backend. Super easy to integrate, audited and production ready. If you're signing transactions server-side on Solana, this should actually be your stack. All the examples from the video you can find linked in the description. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comment, and see you in the next one.